to wake up in the morning to the quiet of the cove and hear Aunt Bessie talking to herself, and to hear poor Uncle John mumbling wishes to O'Nell. It made me feel like everything was fine. I was born down by the water, it's here I'm gonna stay. I've searched for all the reasons why I should go away, but I haven't got the thirst for all those modern day toys, so I'll just take my chances with those saltwater joys. Following a little brook as it trickles to the shore in the autumn when the trees are flaming red, kicking leaves that fall around me, watching sunset paint the hills. It's all I'll ever need to feel at home. This island that we cling to has been handed down with pride by folks who fought to live here, taking hardships all in stride. So I'll compliment her beauty, hold on to my goodbyes, and I'll stay and take my chances with those saltwater joys. How can I leave those mornings with the sunrise on the cove and the gulls like flies surrounding Clayton's Wharf? Platter's Island wrapped in rainbow in the evening after fog. The ocean smells are perfume to my soul. Some go to where the buildings reach to meet the clouds, where warm and gentle people turn to swarming faceless crowds. So I'll do without their riches, glamour and the noise, and I'll stay and take my chances with those saltwater joys. Some go to where the buildings reach to meet the clouds, where warm and gentle people turn to swarming faceless crowds. So I'll do without their riches, glamour and the noise, and I'll stay and take my chances with those saltwater joys.
Good evening and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight our stories are Moo Carnival at the School, Nutrition Month, Daffodils, and Relay for Life. Please stay tuned for these stories after this. Try your luck on Wednesday and play TV Bingo sponsored by the Brunettes. Cards are 6 for $5 and can be bought from any Brunette member or in most stores around town. Grades kindergarten to 5 held a Moo Carnival at the school on Friday, March 16th. This was in part in recognition of Nutrition Month and Education Week. Activities were taking place in the gym throughout the morning. I arrived after recess and watched the grades take part in several contests. There was the loudest moo, four-legged cow race, milk drinking contest, and dress your teacher like a cow. Amy Young, the CIS coordinator, emailed me with a list of activities that occurred throughout the morning. The activities that had taken place before recess were all teachers, students, and volunteers dressed in black and white. All students were broken up into small groups and had to rotate different booths set up in the gym. Grades 3, 4, and 5 were in the gym from 9 to 10. Grades kindergarten 1 and 2 were in the gym from 10 to 11. Each group of students visited each booth, which consisted of the snack programs provided each student with an opportunity to taste 3 different kinds of smoothies and provide the recipes. The snack program created a taste testing booth where kids were blindfolded and had to guess what they were eating. Public Health came in and set up a booth on food and nutrition. Volunteers came in to set up a variety of booths. These consist of building milk carton towers, face painting, bowling, ring toss, milk carton shoe race, pin the tail on the cow. During recess time, the snack program gave out samples of the smoothies to all students and staff, as well as green jelly squares in recognition of St. Patrick's Day. Here are some clips of what I got in that morning.
We're going to go one at a time. We're going to go one at a time. You've got to listen to them. And then we'll do a repeat. First, we're going to do a move. Then we're going to listen. And then afterwards, we're going to show why applause. You're going to hear everybody first. Let everybody applause. You're going to hear the kindergarten. You're going to hear everybody like that. And then after we're going to go through, and if you think this is the loudest, you've got to make the most noise with your hand. And we don't need to have to do that. So we can hear you applause. Okay? Here we go! Jordan, show me your move. Okay, grade 1. No, sorry, grade 2.
March is Nutrition Month. I went exploring on the internet and found this lot of information. Eating well and being active work together for a healthier you. These healthy habits may help you reduce the risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, certain types of cancer, and osteoporosis, which providing many benefits such as better overall health, lower risk of disease, a healthy body weight, feeling and looking better, more energy, stronger muscle and bones. Steps towards better health and a healthy body weight include eating the recommended amount and type of foods each day, limiting food and beverages high in calories, fats, sugar, or salt, being active every day. If you think you don't have time to eat well, think again. Explore some of the interactive resources available to help you keep track of your eating. Food nourishes the body and gives us energy to get through each day. Healthy eating is fundamental to good health and is a key element in healthy human development. From the prenatal and early childhood years to later life stages, healthy eating is equally important in reducing the risk of many chronic diseases. Health Canada has provided national leadership in nutrition since the 1930s, working collaboratively with federal partners, provinces and territories, and a range of other stakeholders. The department develops and implements evidence-based policies that defines healthy eating and promotes environments that support Canadians in making healthy food choices. Health Canada also recognizes as an authoritative source of nutrition information. Health Canada's Offices of Nutrition Policy and Promotion and Food Directorate are the main groups responsible for matters related to nutrition. Some current initiatives include Canada's Food Guide, National Strategies, the Pan-Canadian Healthy Living Strategy, Task Force for Reducing Trans Fat in Canada Foods, nutritional labeling. Cancer has touched many lives of the people in Burgeo. What is cancer? Cancer is a disease that starts in our cells. Our bodies are made up of millions of cells, grouped together to form tissues, or organs such as muscles and bones, the lungs, or the liver. Genes inside each cell order it to grow, work, reproduce, and die. Normally, our cells obey these orders, and we remain healthy. Sometimes a cell's instructions gets mixed up, and it behaves abnormally. After a while, groups of abnormal cells can form lumps or tumors, or can spread through the bloodstream and lymphatic system to other parts of the body. Tumors can be either benign, non-cancerous, or malignant, cancerous. Benign tumors cells stay in one place in the body and are not usually life-threatening. Malignant tumor cells are able to invade the tissues around them and spread to other parts of the body. Cancerous cells that spread to other parts of the body are called metastasis. The first sign that a malignant tumor has spread is often swelling of a nearby lymph nodes. But cancer can metabolize to almost any part of the body. It is important to find malignant tumors early and treat them. Cancers are named after parts of the body where they start. For example, cancer that starts in the colon but spread to the liver is called colon cancer with liver metastasis. Just before Easter each year, Canadian Cancer Society volunteers are busy selling bright yellow daffodils to raise money and support the fight of cancer. The daffodils is the Canadian Cancer Society's symbol of hope in the fight against cancer. The bright, cheerful blooms are sowed every year and mark the beginning of Cancer Awareness Month. During Daffodil Days, nearly 40,000 bunches of daffodils are sowed in communities throughout Newfoundland and Labrador. Hundreds of volunteers make Daffodil Days a success across the province each year. Daffodils will be arriving in Burgeo on or around March 28th. Enjoy your flower of hope. A celebration of survival and a tribute to the lives of loved ones who have been touched by cancer is the Relay for Life. 12 hours of fun, friendship, and fundraising to beat cancer. Communities from coast to coast taking up the fight. The Relay for Life will be taking place in Corner Brook on June 9, 2007 at the Pepsi Center. To register, you may contact Pam Keeping at 639-5275 or go online to www.cancer.ca. Luminaries are special candles that are placed in bags and carries the names of cancer survivors and loved ones lost. In the moving ceremony after sunset, luminaries are placed around the track and are lit in honor of cancer survivors and in memory of those whom we lost against the battle of cancer. To purchase a luminary, you may contact Teresa Sims at 886-2060 or go online. They cost $5 each. These luminaries will be lit at the relay, and if you wish to have it returned, you can let Teresa know, and she will bring them back for you. Here is a video on cancer survival.
If you pass a stadium or park and the music's playing and it looks like fun, if it looks like a party one minute and it touches your heart the next, join in. It's the Canadian Cancer Society Relay for Life. Last year, over 200 communities in Canada held Relay for Life events to raise money to fight all types of cancer with vital research, the latest information, advocacy for healthy public policy, and support programs for people living with cancer. Today, more than 150,000 Canadians, many of them cancer survivors, participate in Relay for Life. It's a great way to enjoy 12 special hours in the company of family, friends, and colleagues. Form a team. Honor cancer survivors and loved ones who've lost their battle to cancer. Walk in their name, celebrate life, and be strong together. Karen's story began, as do so many others. She noticed something out of the ordinary, a spot on her skin that didn't look right. Karen and her husband tried not to worry at first.
Like everybody else, I'd say, it's nothing. That's, nothing happens to us. And lo and behold, it was cancerous.
It was melanoma, a cancer of the skin.
You had a deadly one.
Yes, yeah. And they say like there was no treatments, or it was just removal of it. It was like chemo wouldn't take care of it or anything like that. So it was just go in, remove what was the cancer, and that's all they could do for you.
That was the only kind of treatment.
That was the only kind of treatment at that time.
Karen is now a 6-year survivor. She's also a participant with her family in Relay for Life.
It is an emotional thing, and when you see, you're walking around the lap and the candles are put out, and it's good to see the young and the old get together, because cancer affects the young and old both.
Karen's daughter Erin knows the power of Relay.
It was a celebration of life, hence the For Life part of the title of the event and all. And just a great event for people to raise cancer awareness and raise some great funds for the endeavors of the society.
But nothing could prepare the family for what was about to come next.
I was at my boyfriend's baseball tournament actually, and I just felt strange in terms of my leg. My knee was kind of swollen, red, puffy. It hurt a lot. Even to walk was kind of a challenge, and I thought that kind of odd just because I didn't recall doing anything to it. I don't play sports. There was no chance of injury.
Erin's parents took her for tests and then waited for news.
We got a phone call, and to that phone on the wall out there by the kitchen table. And the words that hit us was, "Your daughter has a nasty tumor in her leg." You know, we just beat melanoma, and here we are, you know, a 17-year-old daughter with a nasty tumor in her leg.
When it comes to your child, it's a different feeling.
Your worst nightmares.
It is your worst nightmare.
Worst nightmares come true.
You know, because your children are your number one.
But Erin had never shied away from a fight.
She always was aggressive when she was a child. I mean, from climbing out of her cot when she was 9 months old. We knew she could fight. If there was a possibility she could fight it, she would do it.
Erin did fight it.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now she's doing well.
I would never exchange all that I've learned. If given the opportunity, okay, we can go back in time and Erin, you will never ever have cancer, I would say no. I just learned so much, and I'm so much more grateful and pleasant and just happy to be around. So I would never erase all that's happened.
While Erin was recuperating, she became involved with the Canadian Cancer Society to help raise money to fight cancer. The society also helped Erin realize a dream.
Yes, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the Genetics Lab.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here. I've always wanted to meet a scientist involved in cancer research, just to see the work that they do that eventually helps benefit people like me and definitely influences our survivorship.
And every year, Erin celebrates her survivorship at Relay for Life.
The Survivors Lab opens the entire event, and to have these people applauding us for our victory is a great feeling. You know that you are not alone in your experience. Strength in numbers is very much literal there, and so I think us walking around the track as survivors is just a huge symbol of hope for anyone who ever encounters such a challenge.
Great, guys. So there's our mascot for the evening. And
Meet Dennis Spear, a small-town bank manager and happily married father of 2.
He just is very outgoing and just loves whatever he does. Dennis has just the greatest sense of humor and always has a ready smile and a warm handshake, and likes to pass on the latest joke that he's heard, whether it be colorful or off color.
Dana and Dennis have been together for 25 years.
She caught my eye right off the bat. And since then, the rest is history.
2 years ago, their lives were interrupted by cancer.
When I turned 50, I decided to have a complete physical, and the doctor decided to send me on to have an ultrasound done. When I was having the ultrasound done, the technician actually showed me the screen, and it was obvious that there was something wrong.
Dennis went to a specialist to find out exactly what was wrong. He never expected to hear the words, testicular cancer.
That night, got home from work, didn't think anything of it, got a phone call. Mom just said, a little bit of bad news, and went from there.
Anger is the first one. You're mad at, why me, and then you feel sorry for yourself, and it takes a little while to get over that stage, but then when you realize that, well, okay, that's enough. I want to see these things. I want to see my daughter graduate university. I want to walk her down the aisle. I want to see my grandchildren. So you get your back up and you go into survival mode, and just let's get on with it and get done what has to be done.
After surgery, Dennis made a great recovery.
He is very healthy. You know, we really try and watch what we eat now, just a little more conscious of our diet some days.
Yeah, some days.
Supporting the Canadian Cancer Society here tonight with my family and friends is just a small way of saying thank you to such a great organization. So let's have some fun tonight and celebrate life.
After his recovery, Dennis was asked to volunteer as a coordinator for his community's Relay for Life.
Well, I said certainly, absolutely yes. I wanted to help out and give something back.
He'll never forget the Canadian Cancer Society volunteers who drove him to treatment sessions.
I originally thought that I could do that drive on myself, but I wasn't able to. I was too tired, so it was a great service for me.
For Dennis and Dana, their first survivor's lap was overwhelming.
I don't know how to explain it other than to say it was just awe-inspiring, almost breathtaking. And to know that he had come that far was all I needed to see, and just know that he had survived.
Dennis just kept walking for 12 hours.
You did not rest at all. No.
I felt that high, I felt that energy because I was able to stay up the whole night, and I haven't did that since I was a teenager, and that's a few years ago, so it was great. When it turned dark, you were to walk around and look at the names. It is quite emotional to see how many people are affected by cancer.
If you want to be part of the next Canadian Cancer Society Relay for Life event, visit our website, cancer.ca, or call us toll-free. Join in for the people you know and the people you meet, because together we are strong.
This concludes our program for tonight. Thank you for watching. Good night.